Alright, so yeah, this list is a little bit different than your normal Miracles list. This is what Jeff Hoolin's been playing around with. Thought Scour has some pretty cool utility, works a lot like Opt. You don't get the extra dig, but binning cards does have some utility. If, like I said, if you set up a Miracle with Jace, you can choose to bin your opponent's cards. If you're playing against like some decks that, you know, they're playing Serum or whatever, you see them top, you can mess with them. We see that a lot when we're playing this card in our Grixis shell. It's nice playing, like, we don't have as many Snapcasters, we don't have K commands, we don't have ways to pick things up, we don't have Tassigers, but we do have 3 Azcanta and 3 Snapcaster to go with the Thought Scour, so I think it's reasonable. I do like the one of Gideon. It's a card that I haven't really played in Miracles for a while, and I like the idea of it. I like him as a one of. So the card just hoses some decks, and having a reasonable amount of pressure main deck is nice. But yeah, so let's go ahead and just jump right into a league, see how it goes, see if we like these Thought Scours. 3-2 with our last Miracle League. Try Serum Visions. Yeah, I mean we've played quite a bit with Serum Visions in the past. Hey, what's up, Sherlock? Serum Visions is fine. It's got the best digging power out of any of the cantrips, but it plays the worst with Terminus. So that's kind of the give and take of the card. You like the new stream setup? Thank you. Yeah, this was thanks to Rainfall Review. I changed some colors around myself, but Rainfall gave us a new overlay, which has some like cool animations to it. Slick Rick, alive? How are you? I am doing great. Very excited to be streaming again. Finally have my internet back, and hopefully it is here to stay. All right, we got the play. Got some lands, got some spells. I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and lead with just a Hallowed Fountain here. We don't really know if we're gonna need to opt this turn, so. Hey, there was that lightning effect. No search for Azcanta, which is a little bit of a bummer. It might have actually, I don't know. If I was gonna opt, I wanted to lead with the Hallowed Fountain so that I could Terminus. If I need, ooh, Boggles. All right, so this is one of those matchups where Terminus is much better. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I would like to cast the Terminus. I would. I really would. I really, really would. Let's hope they only had one. No, it looks like they got another. All right, this time it's a Spirit Dancer though, so I'm gonna dig for like a path here. I'm gonna bottom that. No path. No path. No path. All right, but this one is definitely more reasonable to deal with going forward, so I do like that. I don't really have any plan here, so I think getting rid of Horizon Canopy is probably fine, just fielding that now. Yeah, I think that's probably fine, rather than like representing something. There's no scenario where this attacks and I can like snap jump that. That's just not how that card works, so we'll grab an island. He gets to go off a little bit this turn, hopefully not too much, and then we'll have Cryptic the turn after, which we can bounce, reset this guy if we need to. The search mode of Scry is arguably more valuable in Miracle style. That is true. Alright. Let's hope they can't go too deep here. God, hitting that turn one, or I guess it was turn 2, Terminus was, that was pretty dirty. Alright. Well, this is going to hit us, actually, extremely hard. If we get lucky, maybe a little... Oh, no, don't have another one. Another one-mana one would be a disaster here. Uh-oh. Yikes, that's a huge hit. Holy cow. He's going to almost 20 us here. Alright, well, we do have the Cryptic to be able to, like, bounce this guy. That's better. That is better. Alright, so I have some options here. If I just path this right now, I don't really have an answer to a Boggle. But, you know what, I'm getting pretty close to being able to hardcast a Terminus. I want to give him less draws rather than... Yeah, I'm going to do it on his upkeep, obviously. But I want to give him less draws rather than, like, the off chance that he, like, pre-combat casts a Boggle or something that I can, like, Cryptic. Yeah. That's not going to be the case here. So I'm going to upkeep path. And I'll just play a Plains here. We're gonna upkeep path. I know I'm low on life, but you know, Snapcaster can like snap, opt for a little bit of value, chump block potentially, and then I can just hardcast the Terminus to clear once again. Okay, he's got another one of those, which is actually like best case scenario because now I can snap path it. I guess I just path this now so that he doesn't get the Rancor back. Cool, cool, cool. Coming down off your devoted combo brew. But that deck's sweet. Can't come off that deck. That deck's awesome. Alright, so now we're going to be able to untap with like a Cryptic Command, which is going to be hugely problematic for our opponent. Hugely problematic, I assume. As well as hardcast Terminus capabilities here. Cashing in for a draw. Another land. The Boggle. I'll go ahead and just counter this one. Counter draw. Not gonna like bounce this guy or anything. Get blown out by like a path or something like that. Alright, don't need to draw any more lands here. Stop giving me those. Though, I guess if I was going to draw a land, that was a pretty reasonable one to draw. Feeling okay going forward, depending on what he played. Like, if he doesn't have a threat this turn, which it's kind of reasonable that he wouldn't. He's played quite a few of them. I feel fine, like, oh no. I didn't think about that. That was a pretty savage misplay. We could just die here. Well, he needs a white source in order to, like, don't kill me, please. Oh my god, he just killed me. He would have killed me even if I didn't block. Wow. That's kind of wild. Yeah, he had everything to be able to turn that Dryad Arbor into a lethal threat there. Okay. Well, that sucked. Thought we pretty much had that game on lock, but... so, Disenchant, I suppose, is reasonable here. Verdicts are, like, okay. Detention Spheres are okay. What are bad? What are specifically bad? Man, that was kind of wild. Hey, what's up, Rainfall? Rainfall is the one that gave us our new overlay that we are busting out today. Well, definitely like Jace because of Terminus. Escant is nice too. Man, that was a wild game to lose. I can't really believe we lost that one. I think we're supposed to leave Impact. Maybe I'll like trim a path. I like every way that I could like potentially Terminus. I like. I kind of like the D Sphere. It's not great. Kind of like the Timely. It's not great. Kind of like the Verdict. It's not great. Verdict is pretty weak against the Totem Armors. Like, very weak against Totem Armors. Detention Sphere is not great. It's just an expensive disenchant, to be honest. Timely is okay. If he does have the Rancor, though, it is kind of a problem. Maybe I, like, trim a Teferi and put in, like, a Timely. That could be fine. We'll put Modern on Arena. Yeah, potentially. I think we still want counter magic. Once we Terminus, we want to be able to just like stop him from resolving another. I guess this looks fine. I think these guys are still okay. Gideon's still okay. The old Dryad Arbor. mean, it's got functional lands. This matchup really comes down to, like, the top of my deck more than my hand. Of course, if I had some cantrips, it would be nice, but I think we can still keep this. He is back. He is back. finally got the internet back. Finally gonna be back to my normal schedule of streaming. Almost my normal schedule. I am not. So I do have my little cousins up. I'm gonna be doing some Magic stuff with them tomorrow, and likely spending time with them Monday as well. So I will not be live these next 2 days, but my internet just got fixed, so like I know it's a little awkward to like come back and then be gone for 2 days or whatever, but I just like I couldn't resist streaming. I like had to stream. I had my internet back. I had to stream, but I do have to, or I shouldn't say have to. I get to spend some quality time with my little cousins. So, but I will be back again. But internet is back. Internet is back in action. I do want the opportunity to be able to Snapcaster block if maybe they play a rank or an attack, and you know I'm able to somehow steal that. Jace was like an okay draw, not great. Why won't they reprint more nobles? You know what? The next modern set is coming up pretty soon. They are going to be announcing the next modern print set soon. And in that last survey, I'm sure a lot of you have heard, in the last like WotC survey, they asked about a modern legal set that did not have to pass through standard. So like a modern master set where they can print new cards that don't go through standard and go directly into modern. So I think that is something that is coming in the near future. And oh, miss your land drop. Oh. I think that's something coming in the near future, and I would be shocked if the next modern set did not have more nobles. Well, this isn't what I wanted to see. Hopefully we draw one of our cantrips into a terminus or just straight up a terminus here. I don't think I'm supposed to Snapcaster block yet. Near back to the... Oh no! Not another Jace. Oh, we're not looking good. We really needed to take that first game. Really needed to take that first game. Emigonner's internet back would be a shame if someone were to... Yeah, that would be a shame. That would be a massive shame. I know, I was kind of worried. Like, this is the first day I was coming back, and there's like a thunderstorm going on outside. So it would have kind of sucked to come back and then like lose power or have it like blow up my modem again. That would blow. Not that I advocate for people killing themselves, but if I did, Bogos players would be high on my list. Hey, I mean, whatever. You know what? We're playing a version of Control that can actually like beat Boggles. We got kind of cheesed that last game, but like I would say 90% of that last game we normally would be winning. So yeah, you could play a Teague. That would be problematic. I mean, it's just another linear deck. Like, there's plenty of those out there. It's not doing anything that the other ones aren't, you know. Blanking cards in their opponent's hands. Saving 6 life. No. So I'm not gonna block here, but I am gonna play this Snapcaster. I am gonna play the Snapcaster at end step here. The reason for that is I want to be able to slam Jace and potentially get 2 turns with him. I'm gonna put this Terminus on top, and then I gotta tap for blue there. Be able to protect him. Where are you? It's storming here too. I live in Massachusetts. Draw 3. Okay. And we'll send it back. This is either going to hopefully protect us from dying or protect Jace from dying. Then we'll hopefully stabilize from that point. Hey, thanks, Ryu. Super happy to be back. Hey, dog. Dog barking. Get out of here. Get out of here, Chubbo. Sorry. Loud dog. Oh, they in fact had the path. They in fact had the path. Hey, 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 get out of here. Hey, don't be a grumpus. Get out of here. Grumpus dog. Oh, he's just going right to combat. That's huge for us. Going right to combat, that means he didn't have the lethal. And we're going to be able to terminus and then play another Jace? Yeah, I'm really sorry about the dog barking there. He's a butt. He's really thinking about which one to kill. Oh, and he's killing the Jace. That's huge for us. So we didn't get the land because we obviously wanted to cast this card. And now I'm gonna get to play another. He doesn't have a fetch land, so I'm not gonna get cheesed with a stupid cheese card. Whatever it's called, Dryad. Honestly, I think this turn I just put that card on the bottom of his library. It was a Gaddock Teague. Sorry, the window was small. But I think I just look for, make sure he's not drawing another threat here. He only had 2 cards in his hand, so it's like a reasonable chance he doesn't draw a threat, but he just like definitely drew a threat. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Alright. Come on, man. What do I want to do here? I've only got 1 card in hand, so I could probably like Nimble. I could Teferi Uptick. Teferi Uptick. Then have Nimble I could cast as well. That kind of looks okay. That's the case. Back the field first. Play an island. Teferi Uptick. Play the island. Untap 2 lands. Yeah. I didn't sequence them the way I meant to, but that's fine. Go to untap. Tap these. I know it doesn't trade. I know it has first strike, but let's see where he goes with this. To be fair, had he drawn Teague, he'd be dead anyways. Yeah, Teague would have been a problem anyways. If he's just attacking me here, I'd probably just let this happen, to be honest. This, like, cycling to draw a card is probably just more important than saving 3 life. And untapping with both of these is probably going to be pretty good for me. And, you're going to play another one? Really? Dude, you're going to commit everything into this right now? What? So I just need to find a sweeper, and he's just, like, dead 1,000% of the time? So I know I have an island on, so I could dig... No. I want to set up a terminus draw. So let's draw here. I guess brainstorm here. Just get wrecked. Just get 100% wrecked. Alright, so options. I could Field of Ruin, get a new, so 1/2 Field of Ruin, have a land, 4 Brainstorm again, leaving up enough mana to be able to Thought Scour and Terminus if I can find one on his turn. I may just have to do that. I don't think I have another option. I'm at 6. Thought Scour clears, but I could just field clear. I could field clear, play another Jace Brainstorm. So field is I can just like pretend I'm like not even fielding whatever, because Teferi does untap the 2 lands that would be tapped from that, right? So I get to play a land, so I'll have 4, then I have 3 mana left. He's got 0 cards in hand. He's got 4 power in play. It's so likely that I find anything, right? No, I guess it's not likely enough. But I could have Nimble block. Maybe I don't play the other Jace yet. I could just go field, shuffle, Thought Scour, or just Thought Scour, mill 2, and draw a fresh card on his turn, and then have Nimble block, and then have another turn of untapping most likely. If he plays anything on this, I can block here. This is 4 damage, as long as it's not like a rancor. Okay, so I'm going to put back these 2. I'm going to play a Field of Ruin. I think I'm supposed to field. I know it's a guarantee 2 lands I mill over. I also have, there's also like Colonnade. That's also a thing. Alright, I don't know if this is right or not, but I'm going to go for this. Hey, Hypnodisc, thank you very much for that follow. I appreciate it. It leaves me with less options here if I go for the other Jace. It leaves me with less options. I'm pretty unlikely to die and be able to untap with everything if I just like don't mess around, pass back, Thought Scour myself, have a Nimble Obstructionist to block, and then get a full new turn with all of this action in play, right? I think that's better. But then I'm not left with, if I do Thought Scour, I'm not left with a way to miracle the Terminus if I have to both block with this and Thought Scour this turn. 1, 2, 3. I could just play other. Maybe I just play other Jace. I'm gonna play the other Jace. No, I can't draw a Cryptic with the other Jace. I could draw a Cryptic with the Thought Scour though. Could draw a Cryptic with the Thought Scour. God, this is a tricky turn here. This is a really tricky turn. Yeah. Yeah, I know that's what you meant. Alright, I'm just going to pass this turn back. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Let him make a play. Hopefully he, like, just don't draw an enchantment. If he bricks this turn... He breaks this turn, because the problem is the Spirit Dancer lets him potentially get a chain of things going. Alright, so he's going to combat, so I'm going to Thought Scour myself. We find an Opt. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so I'm going to... I'm going to hold that to be able to now Terminus, potentially. I'm going to let him go to his attacks. Keep in mind, he can't actually... Like, I have Celestial Colonnade activation as well here. So, like, did he draw his one path? Otherwise, I get to just eat something if he goes in. It's a miracle Comcast fixed your internet. No, buying a new router fixed my internet. He's going all in at me. So, even... Yeah, I just fire up a Colonnade and block here, I think. Even if he has path, I don't die. Take 2. Get to untap with fresh looks on both of these. Like, we gotta find a sweeper, right? Why is he playing more of them? Come on, man. Path. Path, Thought Scour. And disenchant. That's not too bad. So I think I put both these back. To lead with Thought Scour. I'm going to path this thing. I get to play as Kanta. Alright. Okay. With the disenchant, we're probably not going to die now. Yeah, we're not going to die. He's got 0 cards in hand. So this has been reasonable. I'm going to play this. Definitely just going to path this thing on upkeep. So he can't get a draw. I guess I can... No, I'm going to save the Scry. I'm going to play the Field of Ruin, I think, instead. Send it back. I activated all my guys. This is a tight game, man. Untap these. Upkeep, path this. No, you don't chase first and Teferi. In this case, you Teferi first. Well, he has nothing to think about. He might just be gone right now. He has no cards in hand, and I don't think there's any action he can actually make in response to this. But he has no idea what's on top of his deck, so he's not thinking about whether or not he wants to shuffle. He might just not be there right now. Okay. This is a close game, man. Close game. We're going to Thought Scour to clear the top. Oh, I guess if I was going to Thought Scour, I probably should have just Thought Scoured first, huh? Alright, they conceded that one. So I was going to mill those over and find a Hallowed Fountain. Yeah, if I was going for a Terminus, I should have just Thought Scoured first. That was a misplay. Should have Thought Scoured first. I want to put the path back in. I want to have more answers to Gaddock Teague. I think that was a mistake. I'll probably just take out like a Nimble. Nimble's actually fine. Oh, that's a Vendilion Click. Is Click better than Nimble here? Probably. Though, yeah, probably. Being able to get the blocker in play and also get the draw effect is probably stronger than stifling any triggers. Let's see what else. Maybe trim like an Escanta. I wonder if not bringing these in is a mistake. I don't think it is, though. Gideon seems bad. He's not the worst, right? Because you emblem him, and it means he has to take a hit. Like, he's not the worst. He's not the worst. He's a clock and also like a little bit of disruption, a little bit of a time buyer. If they're only on one threat, like I think he's okay. I think he's okay. Oh, he's bored and surgical. I don't think there's something else here that's better. We're playing against Boggles. I hate having Verdict against Boggles. It just never does it. I guess in that particular game it would have. Well, we're not keeping this hand. I know, I keep forgetting to message. Keep forgetting to message you about that, Tingy. I'll talk to you about it at some point. I'll remember at some point. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and mulligan. Hopefully find lands. Yeah, sure. Sure. Don't have a Boggle. They don't have a Boggle. They don't have a Boggle. Oh my god. This is good. This is really good. Okay. That means they're on one of the threats that I'm going to be able to path. That's good for me. Not having the Boggle is good for me. Mistake, though. Massive mistake. Playing the plains was a massive mistake. I have a Logic Knot in my hand. I absolutely should have taken the 3 life off of this so that I can path this and then Logic Knot the next one. That was a massive mistake. I'm not gonna give him a redraw. No, you're right, Freed. That was 100%. That was me not thinking about Logic Knot. Absolutely should have played this so that next turn I can play the island and then be able to actually cast Logic Knot. But we didn't do that, so now I am in trouble. Potentially in trouble. Now, they didn't have a Boggle the first time. Hopefully they still don't have it. If they haven't drawn it in these 2 draws, I will hopefully be able to snap path the next thing, which looks like I will be able to do here. Stops X spells and stops spells with CMC 4 or greater. Sure. That was a bit of a mistake. But here we are anyways. Would have been able to like counter this guy, and then now I'd be able to play this Escanta. Where we are right now, I think I am not supposed to. I think I'm supposed to just snap path, clean things up. Another one of these, huh? Well, that's problematic because I do need to path him, so it might be actually worth my time here to Logic Knot this, take a hit off this guy this turn. Yeah, because the path really has to hit him. And I need to deal with him soon. I don't think I can let them get the draw engine going on this thing. I think I have to Logic Knot this. What's happening here? Oh, it's an X spell. It's an X spell. I can't do it. I forgot that. I forgot he gets that. Well, now he knows what's in my hand. I think I have to go ahead and snap path this guy. So we're gonna do that. I need to be able to like Terminus if I hit one. Jeez. Loose plays all around. It's probably fine just blocking here. Is it worth my time? No, it's better saving this as a potential block on this guy. I'll take the 1 damage. Well, now I can cast X spells. More importantly, now if I draw a Terminus, I can cast it. Teague. I even read him. I even took the time to read him. That was silly of me. Oh boy. That's a big problem. That's a big problem. Alright. Now it's less of a problem. We're going to shock. We're going to send it back. Cryptic up. Plan on potentially making some blocks. Doing some bouncing at end steps. Doing some countering. He's got too much mana though. Okay, ethereal armor. Oh my god, what am I doing? Jesus, that's a 4 mana spell. Guys, I am so sorry. I am playing around Teague horribly here. Holy cow. Alright, well, here's here's how to not play around this card. Here's how to absolutely not play around this card. Holy cow. Let me just hold on one sec. Jesus. Let's get this. Let's get this. Let's not let me get it. Let's not let me pull it up. Alright. Alrighty. Come on. Okay, don't forget how this card works. It's gonna keep going away. Don't forget about this one. It's right here. Alright. Now I can't forget. This guy says, you can't do anything, Evan. Stop trying to do things. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna draw a path. I'm just dead. Well, I got teagued. I played that pretty wrong. That was my bad. All right. I played around Teague horribly there. So let's see what we were gonna be drawing down the road. We were gonna struggle that game, but that was some serious misplayage around Teague. You're so loose right now. Oh my god. That's awful. Clearly Evan's internet problems took him out of practice, yeah, a little bit. Alright, that was a good example of how to not read a card. So what I would have done differently was I guess we would have played the Escanta. We would have binned. We still would have been in trouble. We still would have. The sequence of draws, it ended up being moot because the sequence of draws we were still not going to be able to get out of that. But the many Teagues. But clearly I was not playing it correctly there. Did not need to shock. Needed to just play the Escanta. All right, get those loose games out. Get those loose games out of here. Untapped Blood Crypt Go, huh? Untapped Blood Crypt Go. Oh, we getting a dog cam. We getting a dog cam. Hey, Bull, thank you so much for the tier 2 sub. 6 months in a row. Holy cow. That's a long time. That puts us at 2 subs. Thank you so much. Yeah, I lost like from being gone for 2 weeks. He lost like 50% of the subs. Alright, I'm gonna go with the Thought Scour here. Definitely targeting myself. Path, okay. Yeah, we lost a whole lot of subs. That's okay. We'll rebuild. We will rebuild. Yeah, trying to get a dog cam going. That's what the next bit goal is towards. Clancy deserves a cam of his own. Feels like 6 months since you've last streamed. Yeah, pretty much has been. Alright, so we're probably playing against like a Grixis control kind of build. Let's go ahead and just opt here. Well, I like that. How have I been? I've been pretty great. Well, that's not true. Not being on the stream has been like kind of miserable, but doing great now. Being able to stream now has been awesome. Let this be a lesson to every Evan's server. Get a personal cam show on the stream. Yeah, exactly. Alrighty. Certainly a Grixis control deck here. Hey! Thank you for giving Tiki the sub there. I appreciate that. That puts us at 3. We hit our stream goal. I've got some chests to open up for you guys. We'll do that after this one. Thank you so much for gifting that sub there, Bull. I really appreciate it. I'm sure Tiki does too. Alrighty. Well, this is a problem. This is a problem. Okay, it's actually Shadow. I wasn't sure. It was definitely between Control and Shadow, but it turns out it is in fact Shadow, or at least most likely Shadow, which is, I would argue, a better matchup. Makes me feel like I can slam a Gideon now. The Shadow. The Shadow. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to Logic Knot this guy. I imagine this will see a Stubborn Denial, and then I'll be able to play... Oh, nope, okay. Just resolved. Well, hopefully he doesn't have Shadow Stub. Alright, so now I should be able to play Gideon as well as being able to pay for a Stubborn Denial. Stem some of the bleeding. Go ahead and uptick on this guy. So you've been changing a lot about your life and starting to lose weight. So that's awesome, man. What's been your method? Exercise or diet or different things work for different people? Try not to lose your best matchup. Try. I wouldn't say it's our best matchup, but it's definitely a good matchup. It's definitely like a really heavily favored matchup. But again, it's like a heavily favored matchup, like across the board. Like you're gonna win most of this matchup, right? But they have draws that can just like destroy you. You stopped eating like trash. Me too. I recently made an effort to do that. Like today, I made dinner for myself, my father, and Bethany. And it was a nice little bit of steak, some green beans, some spinach, and mushrooms. Okay. Be pretty surprised to see this Jace resolve here. No reason to play around like no reason to play my land first, because he's got a hard counter stub anyways. But let's see. Pretty sure this eats a stub, but yep. So then we'll go ahead and uptick on this guy, play a Colonnade, send it back, and then hopefully if we don't die, I'm hoping he doesn't have another stub, and we'll play a Terminus on the following turn. Never mind. There goes that plan. There goes that plan. That was pretty good. So this is kind of what I was talking about. There's like a sequence where, even though it's a great matchup, a deck filled with Hand Disruption and 1-mana counter spells can just get us, you know. What are the chances that last card is Fatal Push? Hey, what's up, Team Darkwater? How you doing? I'll just draw Terminus off the top. Yeah. That'd be good. Well, hopefully this stops here, but if he does attack, it means he's got the Fatal Push. Looks like he does not. So we have somewhat stabilized here. That's a good draw. I could go for a path now, see if it resolves, and then make my decision about Gideon. I think that's actually kind of reasonable. I'm going to try to path this, see what happens. If it works, now I get to plus on this guy instead of, you know, plussing on that. And like, I don't want to path this thing, so. Could be a Dismember as well. That's true. We do have lethal with Gideon Colonnade. We can get this thing out of the way. Is this like a Jace? Do you like main deck Jace? That could just be another Gurmag, I guess. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and field here. It's probably the only basics he has. Okay. That's a pretty good draw. Could just tuck this guy now. I think that's probably fine. Yeah, let's just do that. Tuck this guy. Plus on this guy. Play this. Send it back. Have me be one giant pixel. Doesn't do too much fielding in me. I guess. I mean, maybe I do. Or maybe I save it for a shuffle with Jace. I like it more being a shuffle with Jace. Okay, well that should just kill him then. Well, say he has a removal spell, then I could die to a bolt. Let's go ahead and draw. Okay, if he has the removal spell for the colonnade, I have path. And I don't die to bolt, so I'm just pathing this anyways. Yeah, I could have fielded to shuffle the Gurmag, that's true. He just concedes anyways, he's just dead. Alright, I did forget about the Gurmag though. That was a good point. That was a good reason to use the field there. Alright, well we want Rips. Definitely want Verdict. D-Spheres are nice for Liliana's. Things like that, sometimes they bring those in post-board. How good are Nimbles here? I don't think they're fantastic. I think Cryptic's like kind of medium. Nimbles are probably kind of medium. Escanta and Snap are fine, but they get a lot worse when I'm bringing in the Rips. Yeah, we're trying Jeff Hoopman's recent list. These cards are both just like really hard to beat. I feel like we don't trim any of them. Maybe take some of these out. So let's see if I back against Stubbs. Yeah. Dispel is reasonable in the matchup. We have a lot of cards that are like reasonable though. I don't read my chat. That's not true. So yeah, just read that. That's not true. I just don't read your messages. Well, that's mean. Alright, I guess since I'm bringing the Rips, like, Thought Scour's a little bit worse. Maybe I can try the Dispel. Yeah, let's give this a shot. I don't think I bring in the Timely. Well, yeah, Timely's pretty awkward against Death Shadow, isn't it? Yeah, I wasn't sure if I should cut all of them or not. It's fine. It's got lands. It's got lands. It's got some spells that are probably going to be leaving us, but it's got lands. The Bauble, I'm assuming targeted themselves. Yeah, they went for the Bauble Scry effect. So I do have a question. Why was that modded? Don't worry about it. I'll talk to you about that later. I'll talk to you about that in like Discord. I keep saying I will and then I don't do it, but I will. At some point. Some point coming up, I promise. How Burn has so many decision points. Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree with the people that I think I played Burn for quite a while, and they're kind of just wrong. They're kind of just wrong about that. It's a pretty straightforward deck. All right, so he's got the Pyromancer sideboard plan. It's kind of cool. Can I stop drawing these? I kept a hand that had a lot of them, and I really didn't need any more. Really didn't need any more. Yeah, but the sequencing is pretty straightforward. Generally. Well, there's the hard stub. To stop the terminus I'm about to draw. Did not need him to have that card. Okay. Okay. That's a reasonable one. Not gonna cast that now. Not gonna cast it upkeep. Casting it now gives him the opportunity to get a live spirit. Not spirit, elemental, whatever. If he taps out, I will, of course. But unfortunately, it's a good chance I'm about to take a lot of damage here. Alright, they're going for the Thoughtseize. Gonna have to try to path. He's gonna have the stub. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. They can just have draws that you just can't do anything. Between stub and Thoughtseize, you just can't do anything. So, even if it is a fantastic matchup, I'm gonna be taking 11 damage here, and short of at least 11, and short of drawing Terminus or Verdict off the top, and him not having another Stubborn. We are pretty toast. We've got a single draw step. We kept a land heavy hand and also drew mostly lands as well, was a problem. But is what it is. Alright, let's see if we can get there. Terminus? Yeah. Alrighty, I'm just gonna use the bathroom real quick and then we'll play the next match. And I'm back. That is quite a few lands, yeah. That was more than I was hoping. Wait, what? I thought I lost game one. I was under the impression I lost game one. I guess I didn't. I forgot I won that one. Talking about some standard, huh? Well, if they miss on stub / discard spell. Alright, so they've likely got the stub here. It could be a Thought Scour or an opt. But if I am able to resolve this rip, we're looking kind of spicy. Looking a little spicy. This card's pretty good against them. Hey, hey. They targeted me. Oh, they hit a Teferi. Land and a Teferi. That's unfortunate. Alright. They can cast a shadow. Tiny shadow. Little tiny shadow. Go for upkeep. Upkeep, Thought Scour. Makes it so we can't do a hard stub by like playing a land. If I let him play a land, if it's a fetch land, you can make it a hard stub. So I'm gonna go for this. Another Thought Scour, huh? Okay. Now normal stubs still get like a path here, so it doesn't make much of a difference if I get a path off either of these. Got my verdict too. So many cantrips. I think I'm supposed to... Hey, Kale. Oh my god. That's 4 subs today. Woohoo. What did the wave say to the other wave? What did the wave say to the other wave? Also, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. 4 out of 3. Crushing the goal. I've got like 3 chests I gotta open now. I gotta do some winning. Gotta do some serious winning. Nothing they just waved. Ah. Killing me over here. Okay, well, path was good, and then we also found a land, which is also good. They just waved. Good one. Making up for those like 25 subs I lost while being gone for 2 weeks. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you, thank you. See you later, Pudding. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, they're sending in. I think I'll lead with an opt here. Field I will bottom. Snapcaster's a nice pickup. I think I do attempt to path here. In combat. A little bit weird, but hey. Thanks, Bethany. You want to say hi in the stream? Come on, say hi to people.
I just woke up.
I know you just woke up, but you can still say hi to people. You can't resub till you're back on your home PC, and that is perfectly fine. Well, this other rip doesn't really matter, and getting a Snapcaster in play is like kind of reasonable when he's at 9 life. I think I'm just going to play the Snap without any value and let him just take a rip that doesn't do anything. You don't want to say hi? Bethany doesn't want to say hi. Hopefully they don't have another threat. But it's kind of looking like they may. Looks like... What is this? Cake Man, make me discard, kill my Snap? Looks like it's exactly that. Looks like it is exactly that. Butts. Yeah, it's okay. It's not the worst. Sending it back. We're in the old top deck, except he has 4 cards and I do not. No, snap is a good draw. Now he gets some pressure. Not like he can flash anything back anyways. Jim. Lethal threat here. As a lethal threat if I draw a land too. Ho ho ho. Oh, that's the wrong way to do this for sure. Yeah, looks like he's got a Snapcaster Mage of his own. Is my guess. Flashing in block ours. Oh, no, maybe not. Something else. 3 mana, Dismember. Read Tiki's comments. Tell me to Dismember on the Colonnade. Alright, what do I have to read? Evan, if you do play Spirits, Blue, White, or Owling Mine tonight, I will put easy bet for the sub. Show this. I think tonight. I don't want to have to get those together right now. I'm gonna save those for a night that I'm like getting them together. Like I already have them together. You know what I mean? I don't wanna deal with like having to do the rental thing while I'm live already, but I can plan for that in a very upcoming one. Maybe like the next stream. Next stream I'll probably play some Spirits. That could be fun. Okay. Opponent draws. Path is reasonable. Kinda. You don't want to lock someone with Sanitarium? That is kind of spicy. The Sanitarium lock is like, that's kind of enticing. That is not the standard Spirit list for sure, though. Alright, let's just attack here. What you got? Dismember my snap, huh? Okay. Well, now we've got Colonnade again. Next stream, Blue White Spirits, 4-1 or better, get the stub. Hey, hey, hey. I could maybe make that happen. Wow, we won the match. I thought I lost the match. I forgot I won game 1. So when we lost that other one, I thought we lost. But I guess we did not. So here we are, 1-1. Thoughts on Blue White versus Bant. So before the whole Supreme Spirit thing, like when Eldritch Moon came out, I played Bant Spirits for quite a bit in Modern, and I like the deck a lot. Bant's definitely a pretty strong list. I have not gotten a chance to actually play straight Blue White, so I want to say it's worse because Noble Hierarch and Collected Company in almost any shell is just like really good. Like those are just really good. I'm not entirely experienced with Aether Vial decks, so like I've not played very many myself. So I don't know. I'm one of the people that is like, I'd rather play just straight Blue White, but I'm in the camp of thinking that, you know, Noble plus Company is really strong. So way to come back from behind, way to instant speed, get the Drog Skull Captain lock and play. It's just, the card's just so good. DG Bot is saying that our opponent was last seen playing Spirits, so maybe we'll see some Spirits here. I played Esper for a little bit. It was not great. It was not great. It was fun. Lingering Souls is like a really fun Magic card. I'm a big fan of Lingering Souls. Let's see if they are still on Spirits. It looks like they are. Alright, so speaking of Spirits, That is likely what we are playing against right now. Convenient. The Sanitarium lock. So you play... So Gyre Reach Sanitarium says each player draws a card and then discards a card. And you can play Spirit of the Labyrinth, which is a spirit that says players can only draw like one card. Like cannot draw cards other than their draw. So they can't draw more than one card a turn. So on their turn, they have their draw step, and then you Sanitarium, which says they have to discard a card, but they don't actually get the draw. I explained that horribly, but it says they can't draw more than one card. Sanitarium forces them to draw, they can't draw it, and then it forces them to discard, which they can do, so they have to discard. So they just drew this Aether Vial because they did not play that last turn. I think these cantrips hitting... these cantrips being there for... Terminus are pretty important. I think I just hold on to them here. Considered Thought Scouring, though. Keep stopping on my draw step. So yeah, you get it to where like it's kind of like you have the K command discard on their draw step effect every time, so they can only cast instant speed cards once they are empty-handed. It's kind of sweet. Also, Spirit of the Labyrinth is like a 3/1 or something like that anyway, so it's like kind of a real body. It's not flying, but pretty sure it's like a 3/1. Oh yeah, that's a good point. You do it before they draw. They can't, they just lose their actual draw step. Oh, that's even better. That's like a hard lock. Never mind. That's a little more spicy. That's a hard lock if they have no cards in their hand. Because you can't interrupt you can't interrupt an ability, so I forgot that it would actually just stop their actual draw step, huh? I mean, I'm gonna tap out of this Logic Knot. If he wants to cast something in response, he can. Figured he wouldn't want to. I will Thought Scour myself here, though. Hits a path and another Thought Scour. You find another Thought Scour. Okay. Well, they've definitely kept a more reactive hand. Yeah, that's actually pretty interesting with Click as well. Just take a card and they don't get to draw back. Opponent's playing super conservatively here. Thought Scour again. Opt Terminus. Sure. Draw Terminus. Leave up probably. I guess we leave up the Cryptic this turn. Play a Field. Send it back. Yeah, Spirit's actually kind of sweet tech, huh? Yeah, and it is a 3/1. For 2 mana. That's kind of real. Rattle Chains. Supreme. The Supreme. You better play blue-white. If not, I'm not going to send a stub. Oh, no. I plan on playing blue-white. I didn't really want to play Bant. That was the blue-white was the version I was more interested in trying out anyways. Alright, so we've already lost 2 Terminus. I like that card. Okay. So this could be Drog Skull. Kira. Okay. Hardcast Terminus is what it looks like our plan is next turn. He can't really put in anything to stop that at this mana cost. If he gets a Mausoleum Wanderer this turn, it sucks, but if he doesn't have one of those, this is going to clear the board. I want him to just like commit a bunch of stuff this turn to get in some damage. Looks like he's not going to go for that. So that means he's going to be able to rebuild after I Terminus. Ooh, no, he is going in for it. Nice. Droxel Captain, just to get in 2 more damage. Perfect. I needed this. He could have Rattle Chains into Mausoleum Wanderer, which would stop it. Not gonna bin the Teferi. I'm gonna flip the Azcanta. So if he does have Rattle Chains into Mausoleum Wanderer, then I'm pretty toast. But if he does not, then that's a nice little 3-for-1. And he already tapped his Vial, so like he could flash in a Spell Queller, and I'd be happy to have that happen. Rattle Chains. Rattle Chains it is. Yeah, he was playing very conservatively the entire time until he just flashed in that Captain. Alright, so we've got 3 paths left. Is he doing another one? No, another Kira. Okay. And now he's going to cast... Wow, okay, he's going in. Well... Cryptic Tap is an option. Okay, or I can just snap Terminus. That looks pretty good. He's down to 2 cards. Nothing he can have to stop that other than Mausoleum Wanderer again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that looks good to me. Cool. Well, if he doesn't have a threat to flash in here and I get to play it to Teferi, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Why does Rattle Chains feel like a Pokemon to me? Rattle Rattle. I love Rattle Chains. That's like one of my favorite Magic cards. I love Rattle Chains. Thalia, there she is. She's a little late to the party. That's pretty good though. Been able to rebuild pretty reasonably here. Obstructionist. I could go to Teferi, uptick. Hope he doesn't have a 3-drop. Even if he does, I can play an Obstructionist. I think I do. He costs 1 more, doesn't he? He sure do. Thalia does in fact have text on her. Okay. Could Obstructionist. I've also got like an Azcanta activation. We got stuff we can do. I don't want to see that get activated. Cool. Short of a Lord would let him kill Teferi. I imagine he just goes at me here, which I think I just take. Get an activation of Azcanta. Gideon looks pretty good. Path looking great. Okay. I think I fire off Path, targeting Thalia, play a Gideon, Emblem. Let's start with this. I can Nimble a Spell Queller trigger. Actually, Nimble right here could be sick. Nimble has like a couple... I'm going to play this instead of the Colonnade here. Nimble has like a couple cool applications here. A lot of cool things I can stifle. I did activate him, right? Yeah. Alright, we're looking pretty good now. Looking pretty stable. Looking pretty stable. He's just gonna cast that. I'm gonna go ahead and just logic not that here. Can you post a link to your blue-white with a pitch on Spirit of the Labyrinth? Absolutely not. Yeah, of course you can. Like, totally. Why wouldn't you be able to? You keep that pitch out of here. Show the stub. Oh yeah, I'll show Tiki's cool stub. I will do that. That I will win one of these days. Pick up a path. Could just path now. Yeah. Cool. People hate links. I am not those people. Verdict sucks against the stack, right? Between Selfless Spirit and Spellqueller, Verdict kind of sucks. You really just want to be on Terminus, huh? This isn't the worst. This isn't the worst. I think those are the cards I'm most interested in. These three just kind of suck. They're just like awkward these being in the sideboard. Nimble's fine. Nimble seems better than Vanilla Click. I can like nimble a Spellqueller trigger. It's kind of cool. I can nimble a Rattle Chains Hexproof trigger. Nimble a Aether Vial trigger. Yeah, Nimble seems pretty good against this deck. Logic Knots seem pretty bad. I think I'd rather have a Timely than a Logic Knot. In general, just the Logic Knots seem kind of bad. Just recent meta. A Faithless Looting. Oh, it's good against Faithless Looting too. It's good against Jace. Man, that card, it's really good against Jace. You really get your opponent if they miss it too and activate it. That's like the Leovold with Jace kind of deal. Same idea. Yeah, it's like modern Leovold, right? I don't know, like, Click's okay. I'll bring in a Click over a Nod. I kind of hate Nod against this deck. I hate Verdict against them. It's a sweeper, but it's like, it gets stopped by everything. Yeah, let's just try this. I don't know. Detention Sphere is fine. Maybe I should bring in Detention Sphere. You just need to? I just refuse to. It's just so bad. You just tap out on 4 and they just like will 100% be able to stop it. I refuse. Yeah, we're playing Jeff Hoogland's list. I made like a couple little changes, but I have liked the Nimble quite a bit. I might want to work that into just my normal Miracles list. It also means you don't have to play the bad Geist Beater slot. I do think that is really bad in the blue-white build, but in the Bant build where you can slam Geist on 2, I like it a bit more. I like when you can hierarch in a Geist. Like, that's just kind of the sweetest. Hierarching in a Geist and having him attack as a 3/3. It's kind of the sweetest. You sleepy? Yeah, Bethany's sleepy. Yeah, Nimble is sweet. I was pretty happy I picked up the foil set that I did when they were like $1 a piece, rather than now when they're a lot more than that. What? What's happening, Sawyer? Tiki is modded? Tiki's not modded. Tiki's subbed now, not modded. Alright, let's hope that this is not a Mausoleum Wanderer, because I would like to cast this as Kanta. Oh, it's Instant or Sorcery anyways, isn't it? It's not non-creature, it's Instant or Sorcery. Yeah, you can't stop that. Still a problem. Still a problem. This is a good start from the opponent. This is like the Champion of the Parish Thalia start out of humans kind of thing. Oh no, not another Lord. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is bad. Now I'm not going to be able to resolve anything under this guy. Gonna have to hit like 2 Terminus in a row. This is a ridiculously fast start. Hit me for 10. Hit me for 10 on turn 3, huh? Blue-white spirits is not supposed to do that. That's a reasonable start. That's a reasonable start. Okay. No, stop. 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 I cannot let him spell quell this. I have to path this now. I think I have to path this now. Hey, Spider, thank you so much for that sub. Man, 5 subs. We are, like, really quickly rebuilding that massive loss of subs that we had for not streaming. I've got, like, 4 chests I've got to open now. Alright. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it soon. We'll do it soon. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate that. So, no, I don't want to path the image. I get that he doesn't get the land, but this is the card that is stopping me from being able to Terminus. Though this together is 4, 8, puts me to 2. Huh. But, like, I can't clear the board with this thing in play. I think I have to get rid of this. I can't tap, like, I can't do anything. I have to get rid of this guy. Making an effort to better support the community this month, plus this maybe gets you to try my ridiculous build. Yeah, Spider, that build has already got me pretty tempted, I'm not gonna lie. It's got me pretty tempted. You do gotta head out though, awesome. Well, thank you very much for hanging out, Spider. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Alright, so we need to hit a Terminus very soon and have them not have more disruptive pieces, which is kind of asking for a lot here, but we need to be able to, like, we've got the cryptic tap plan, I guess, though not really with this card in play, huh? I guess I'm just kind of dead here. I can hit Terminus and then Snapcaster block. Alright, or I just draw all of my Ascantas. Maybe he makes a mistake when he goes to combat and animates this. I could also Snapcaster, path this one, and guarantee happens if he doesn't have another Lord. He leaves it at 2, huh? So I gotta let him attack. And I have to go for Snapcaster path. And if he can get in another Lord, then I am dead. Leaving it at 2 makes me feel like he's got another Lord. Or rattle chains or anything. Anything stops this, so. You can tap, bounce, Mutavault. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I could have done that. Oh. Am I living? I'm living? Really didn't expect that. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Did not expect to live. Now I can tap draw, because I have a blocker from Mutavault. Lose the Spell Queller, or no, not Mausoleum Wanderer. I do lose the Spell Queller, though. Whoops. No Queller? Don't have it? Please? One time? Ah, they've got it. Oh, they're animating Mutavault. That's dope. I was like, why would they be animating Mutavault? That's dope. Was it destined to be? I don't know. It's not letting me see my next cards. Alright. I'm gonna be whatever. I'm gonna put this stupid card in. Get Logic Knot out of here and put Detention Sphere in as well. I'm putting these bad removal spells just because they're more removal spells. I'm not gonna put the third one in, but I am gonna put more removal spells in, even if they lose to every piece of their interaction. Ooh, got a message here. Would like to play. This hand looks pretty good. Hey, I just got a message from somebody telling me that the new colors, the new overlay are making like this area down here, like this stuff hard to read on my end, and as well as the chat hard to read on my end. It looks like it's pretty easy to read, but is the overlay making it difficult for you guys? Do I need to adjust the colors on anything? Like down here, this little like light blue section, I can change the color on that. I tried to keep it this color to like fit the theme, but I could adjust it. But we are doing like a new overlay, so any feedback on that would be appreciated. What do you think about it? Do you have it all? You could read it? My dad was just saying that he had it open. He said it was hard to read.
Like the light blue.
That's what he's saying, I think. That the light blue is hard to read. But then again, he's like on mobile. I don't know.
Yeah, I think.
Ooh, okay, so this is a mutable, no Aether Vial hand.
Yeah.
I like that. No one drop at all. This looks like it's going to be a slow one.
Hey.
Yes.
Why isn't the pineapple light?
I have not figured out a good way. It doesn't fit in the. So if you look at my camera, you can't see the top part yet. So before I had to do like a whole rig to get it to be there. It was like sitting on top of a chair. So I'm trying to figure out how to actually work the pineapple in. Well, he fits in. He does. The pineapple doesn't fit on the shelf. Pineapple does not fit on the shelf. So I can make an aggressive line here to get tokens and not path this guy yet. Or I could just path this guy and then have snap path, and I like that option a lot more. One stony over search on the play. That's interesting. Bringing in a stony. That's interesting. The problem is, like, of course, it's a good vial deck, right? The, excuse me. The vial is more, in this deck, it's more about the cheating on mana than it is about the instant speed, because a lot of, like, with Rattle Chains and a lot of the creatures already having flash, the instant speed part of it's, like, whatever, it's more about the mana. So I normally don't like to bring in, against, like, Aether Vial decks. Alright, so I'm going to go for the Snapcaster block on this guy. But, actually, I'm just going to play Timely Reinforcements. But in this particular case, I don't know, maybe I just have the room for it. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to play Timely. Thank you. Thank you for the bless you. I think we go ahead and just plop this into play. We don't really need to gain the life. It's more about just getting the blockers for this guy. Which we will throw all three of in front of him if he attacks. What's up, Tiki? Again, so unless he has also a Supreme Phantom, which would be... Oh no, does he? Or Phantasmal Image. Both of those are actually problematic here. Okay. Okay. Well, if he attacks, I'm definitely going to throw all three in front. Make him sacrifice the Selfless Spirit if he wants to save him. That way, Supreme Verdict also becomes live. Yep. Then I have Snapcaster Path the Drog Skull. Block, potentially. And he's tapped out. It's tempting. Ooh, double path is now really interesting, because now I can get a situation where even if he has like a spell queller, I can get him, you know. I should be able to dismantle his board here. Should. Mausoleum Wanderer. How does that change things? It's gonna be 2 power. He's got 2 cards left in his hand. We'll see. We'll see. I think I let that resolve. Snap path. It's not big enough yet to get him to sack that, but he doesn't know about this other path. That's the big thing. Because I want him to attack. I could have pathed from my hand. I need to make sure this attacked. So then I can path this. It likely resolves. Then I can block. Is this spell queller? So spell queller resolves, but now he's got this trigger. So I can... Huh. This is awkward. I need to get this off the field anyways this turn, and then I'm just gonna Supreme Verdict, right? So like I need to, or not Supreme Verdict, Terminus. So if I go for this now with that on the stack, no, hold on. I need to let him get this. I gotta let him get this. Awkwardly enough. This is a bait. This is a bait. Oh, it has hexproof. Shoot. It has hexproof. Whatever. So I'm going to target this now, which he probably sacks the Mausoleum Wanderer to save. I feel like he sacks the Mausoleum Wanderer. He might not, but I do forget that this has hexproof anyways. Okay, he didn't do it. Damn. I need him to sack there. We still have some reasonable draws. This is going to be tricky, though, with that guy in play. I needed him to play differently there. Yeah. I don't think there was anything else I could have done, though. Yeah, no, I'm just dead. Damn. Well, I'm not... Wait. Am I dead? I have Activate Colonnade. I have to go to 7 to do it. Probably not dead. Oh, come on. Another one? Alright, well now it's... And he's got to activate that. That's lame. You're calling that a punt? What was the punt, though? Pathing... Like what was the punt there? I don't think there was anything I was supposed to do differently. Like, I misread the board, but I don't think it was an actual punt. Alright, well, there's only 6 here if I block this, so I guess I have to. And then draw a Verdict. And then die to this card. Except I'll have a Snapcaster Mage, so I don't die to that card. We'll see. Well, if we just rip it off the top. Then it's pretty good. Then it's pretty good. And now we can't cast anything at my end step. At 1. Sure. Alright. I don't know what I can draw. I guess Snapcaster to flashback a Timely. That's unfortunate, though. Or a cantrip into a Terminus. Or a Nimble Obstructionist. Countering the activation of this. It doesn't really work, does it? I guess I have to Nimble into a Terminus. Yeah. That's my best shot. Loose? No, I don't think it was loose. Alright, we'll let that in. Then I cycle. We did draw the Cryptic. Alright, well, we lost that one. I was gonna say, I'm 1 mana off being able to cast a Cryptic if I do draw it. Mutavault. Mutavault's what did us in there. Oh well, that was close. I don't think it was like that path turn. I don't know. I don't think I could have won with the Wanderers in play, though I did rip the Terminus. It was unfortunate we had to take so much damage before we did, though. Alrighty. Oh, did I join it? Did I not join it? There we go. Hey, what's up, Bulls? We have stifled the trigger and blocked. Which trigger? Also, no. If you're stifling, you don't have the stifle's on the cycle, so. I am actually missing tomorrow's stream. I know I'm just coming back, but I do have family up. These next 2 days, I'm going to be spending with them. But I will be back to my normal schedule after that. But I just got my internet back. Couldn't resist at least getting in a stream right now in between, or before I get some time with them. Currently drafting with a buddy. Nice. Happy to play an Azcanta here. I'm gonna play Plains and Pass. Not a ton of information there. Another Plains and Pass, huh? Definitely bidding a land. Thought Scour is reasonable. I still think I play with Colonnade here. Sweet. Have a good night, Bulls. Thanks for stopping in. Banishing Light, huh? Okay. What is my opponent playing? Not familiar with decks playing Banishing Light. I do like that draw, though. Who muted you and deleted your messages? That was me. That was me. I did it. That was me. Gideon. Okay. Interesting. We'll send it back. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know. Because you deserved it, Tiki. That's why. Interesting. He's gonna animate and get in there? That seems pretty risky. I will keep that. Looks like a good way to just kill this guy. It's another thing I can stifle. Though, rather than stifling, I think I want to get this guy into play. I think it might be likely that he does have paths, though. Looks like he's like some kind of mono-white control-esque deck. Wouldn't be surprised to see this guy hit the bin. Certainly not getting there with colonnades. Whew. Come on, that's a lot of lands. Might be Gideon Tribal. Yeah, but those tend to be like black-white. Like it could be. It tends to be a black-white deck. I think I'm interested in maybe the Scour. Maybe like Snap Scour rather than Snap Opt, so that I can... Maybe I wasn't supposed to do either. Nah, I should have... I'm just going to do Opt. Flipping Ascandy here is bad anyways. He's got two of these in play. Land. Ooh, Teferi's nice. I'll take this hit. Teferi's looking nice, though. Another Nimble, huh? I don't know, I kind of like those. See if I can clear this guy out of here. Can't imagine he has like instant speed threats. Probably should have played the Flooded Strand first to be able to nimble something if I had to. Is he fielding me? Okay. That seems a little bizarre, but I'm okay with it. Because he doesn't want me to like field the Gideon away, I guess. But I'm gonna untap and be able to do that anyways. So should probably play my land though. Probably should have attacked him as well. That's okay. A little bit of loose man. Oh no, I don't get to untap lands because of course, because I down tick, not up tick. I'm used to that. So he's probably gonna shuffle me here again. But then I'm gonna be able to flip Ascanta. Is that worth it to get your Gideon of the Trials back? feel like no. Yeah, I think he's just playing like some kind of mono white like control deck. Planeswalker control deck. Ranger of Eos. That looks like a mighty fine stifle trigger. I like that. Now I get to flip Ascanta as well. Bin, draw, flip, cast, all kinds of good stuff. We'll do that. We'll draw a card. We'll field our opponent. Get rid of that Gideon. Get our 4th Colonnade in play. And send it back. After untapping some lands. We did draw our card, good. That was a pretty good sequence. Protected our Ascanta. You get an enchantment every turn. Yeah, that's a pretty wild one. That is Enduring Ideal, I believe is the name. So we're looking for a counterspell here. Cryptic Command, Logic Knot, any of those. Grab Cryptic. Go ahead and shuffle. Yeah, I suppose it could be. I suppose it could be that deck. It's a good draw. So I gotta be careful of like various lock pieces he can get in play. Squadron Knock. No, you know what? It's just like Martyr proc. I think it's just Martyr proc. It's like mono white mid range basically. It's like the only deck that plays this card. I guess I should have called that when he played Ranger of Eos. That's the same deal. Alright, let's hit him with that sweet main deck Surgical Extraction. That didn't do anything. Thought Scour. Okay. Well, alrighty. I'll send it back. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I was referring to by Martyr proc. I figure that's the same thing. It's basically just, yeah, a mid-range white deck. Sure. It's like, just like 100% he has more Path to Exiles. Not going to animate a Colonnade here. I've got better stuff to do with my mana. He's got to commit at least 2 guys into play in order to actually kill the Teferi. Ghostly Prison, sure. I'm going to Thought Scour him. This is a really, really grindy matchup, and decking is not out of the question. Putting Terminus is like actually trash against him. Because he has more Squadron Hawks in his hand, so putting them back in his deck is just like value for him. It's not particularly good. I was about to say I need to find like a Jace or something, and there he is. Just got to get even more pressure, even more stuff. So you gotta. My hand's like kind of okay. I think I actually have to start like pressuring him with these planeswalkers like being able to kill him, which seems silly, but I think I'm supposed to be upticking both of these guys here and just like using my resources to you know, like path these guys, get more cards, all that kind of stuff. Just let these guys ultimate. That's the game plan, ultimating these planeswalkers, I think. I don't know. I've played against this deck like one time before, and that was, I think it actually went to time. It went to me just like, Yeah. Like, I have a million paths in my hand right now, so I think I just, oddly enough, use them here. These Snapcasters are not great at actually attacking or anything like that. I'm definitely trying to win with the Planeswalkers, so that's how we're going to play this game. Trying to out-grind the grind deck. You got a Hawk. They have ways to, like, put him back into their great... Oh, that's annoying. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Okay, there's all the Hawks. So we're going to lose our Azcanta. One of our engines. We're going to lose it right here. But that's fine. Oh, there's another. Cryptic looks pretty good though, and even just more paths. I don't know how he wins if I just like keep pathing things. I already have 2 in my hand. I don't know, like I've got the... that seemed like the weakest card to take, but I don't know, like... I don't know how he beats just infinity paths. There's also like 1 under this Banishing Light anyways. Yeah, so does Martyr proc. I don't really care about the life gain. He can gain a bunch of life if he wants. It's like a 1-1. I don't care about that. It's not how I'm winning. Sure, I'll untap your lands and hope you don't have Restoration Angel, I guess. So I'm going to Path, Snap, Path. He's only got 2 cards left in his hand. Back to streaming. Hey, there's Phil. So Phil is Dobots. Dobots in Risguise. He is the one that hooked us up with a whopping... Oh, he's sending him across. A whopping 72 tickets to sponsor the next 3 streams. So this actual league is sponsored by him. The next league is sponsored by him. And then the 4 leagues after that are all sponsored by him. So, big thanks to Dobots. Making it possible to stream. Appreciate that. Or actually, I gotta do the Post Malone shout out. I think it was God, what did he say when we got him to do a shout out? I think he was just like, "What's up, Phil?" Paying like $50. Like, "Hey, do a shout out." He's like, "What's up, Evan?" Alright, nothing I want to do here. I guess I can opt. That's fine. I'm down to 21 cards in my deck. I'll definitely keep that card. Just keep doing. He said happy birthday to you. Was it happy birthday? I thought he just said, no, you said it's his birthday, but I'm pretty sure he just said, like, what's up? I don't think he actually said happy birthday. Did he? I feel like he didn't actually say that happy birthday. Oh man, well I feel like a scumbag now. Mana Tithe, you can keep that. I think I can pay for that one. I think I can pay for the old Mana Tithe when I have like 15 lands in play. Yeah, Post Malone was streaming one night, and Dobots donated to get him to give me a shout out on my birthday, because him and I are both pretty big fans of Post Malone, so it was like the coolest birthday present ever. Are they actually doing something with the mana that I gave them? Oh, no. They're revealing what? Wrath of God and proc. Okay. It was pretty cool. Post Malone was streaming, and he donated and got him to give me a happy birthday wish. Yeah, and then he never answered about the shirt. I felt so bad about that. All right, yeah. Honestly, you can get that card back. That's okay. I should probably not even opt, honestly. I shouldn't even opt. I'm gonna run out of cards. You definitely get that one. Send it back. Looking good to ultimate this Jace. What a game. What a game we've had here. I guess I should play it tight and actually tap my lands and stop giving him mana. It's probably smarter. He's doing something in response. Stop it. Don't do that. Oh. Okay. Yeah, you can keep gaining life. I'm okay with this. Gotta keep clock in mind. It is a factor. Clock and cards are both factors. I think unless he has some kind of crazy spice, it's a good chance we just have this one locked up. Showing off that sweet, sweet mana tithe. Good thing to keep in mind in the upcoming games, though. Or hopefully just a game. Let's see, streaming PUBG. Oh, you explained it to me, yeah. Showing off that mana tithe I already know about. Whatever. Alright, send her back. You will not... Oh, I meant to... Well, there's no lands anyways. You will not resolve in O-Ring. Won't happen. Not happening. Not today. Proc, you got it. Yeah, he can set up for his Saracen and all he wants. There it is. The Ascendant has ascended. It is here. It is dead already. It is gone. I am going to Jace him. He's going to lose the game. No, I'm not going to Terminus again. We'll draw a card, though. Alright. I will get rid of your library. Do they have a way of, like, looping their library to never actually mill? I think they do. But probably not with the 4 cards in their hand. But I think they do. To, like, it's one of the lands or something they can, like, keep putting a thing back on top of their deck. Well, he showed me the 4 cards he has, and that is not a loop, so... Okay. You may go, sir. I'll untap 2 of your lands for you. Give you a little treat. Give you a little treat. Look at all them Terminus. All them Termini. Let's get rid of all these. Wasting time that I shouldn't be. And go ahead and play Gideon. Make sure we can't lose no matter what. Gonna path my snap, deal. Not gonna search. I'm gonna emblem. Alright, I'll send it back. No, this is not a casual league. you see this deck every once in a while. I'm gonna not bin anything. I am gonna fill. There's swap that. Oh my god. Too many triggers. I'm wasting too much time. Stop giving me all these triggers. I'm triggered. Like I should just. I don't want a timeout. Not even gonna activate Jace. Board's too big. Yeah, it's Martyr Proc. Oh, this is just the, sure. Can't counter that. No, I don't want a Terminus. This is a very old control deck. You got it. You got it. I mean, I suppose I should be taking him off all his lands, but I'm not going to. I could be Jace brainstorming here. I can't deck because I have the Gideon, but I'm more concerned about time than anything, so we still have to play more matches. Please let me F6 and win the game already. Okay. Jeez Louise. Alright, so I like Verdict. I don't like Detention Spheres. He has a million of those effects himself. This is one of those weird matchups where Surgical's like actually kind of a consideration. Because of things like Squadron Ox. They can do like these really weird loops where like it's like proc, right? So like, do I want like Rest in Peace against them? I don't know. That seems kind of weird and bad. That seems kind of bad. I think my main deck is just kind of set up against them, and I just trim like. Rip is good against them just to stop the proc and the loops. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. You like negate? I don't know. Well, I guess you have Planeswalkers. All right, you're selling me. I was gonna make a bad decision. Trim a Terminus. Terminus is like medium. They have Crucible. It won events like 15 years ago. Alright, so probably trim a Scour, trim as Kanta. Probably just trim as Kantas. They're pretty bad in this matchup. They have a lot of like Field of Ruins and all that kind of junk. This looks fine. Like, this card's okay. It's not great. I'm winning with these. I'm winning with these Planeswalkers. That's the game plan. This seems fine. Maybe like swap a Snap for a Vendilion Click. What's up? They have like Elspeth and junk like that sometimes. It's like mono white, somewhere between mid range and control. It's more mid rangey. It's fine, whatever. These games go really long, generally. I can keep a slow hand. As he plays a 1-mana 6/6 flyer. Yeah, Sun's Champion is something I'm need to be careful of. The clock is something I really need to be careful of. We're both at about 13 minutes. He's got me by like 40 seconds, so I need to try to be smart about that. This is like the one deck where Terminus looks worse than Verdict because of this stupid card. We are trying Jeff Hoogland's list. This is my first league using the Thought Scour. I'm not entirely sold on it yet. It seems okay. I'm giving it an okay rating so far. Not great. I'm gonna play this. I don't think I'm planning on doing a Terminus turn here. And no, I know he's got to work to make it a 6/6. I was kidding. Yeah, I know. That kind of keeps happening. Well, now he's gonna be able to make it a 6/6, I guess. Yikes, that's actually pretty bad. That's actually pretty bad. Three Hawks, 2 Ghostly Prisons. Well, this is a problem. This is a problem. Remember when I said the games don't actually go all that long? I was not right about that. Or do go long, sorry. The games do go long. I was not right about that. I guess he can just bash you out of nowhere. All of a sudden I'm very much on the back foot, to the point where I'm thinking about nimble obstructioning just to save 6 life. Obstructing nimbly just to save 6 life. Or have it eat a path. I doubt that though. Yeah, I'm on the back foot here pretty severely. This is quite the good hand from our opponent. This is kind of like what the deck is like trying to do. What the deck's ideal hand is. Except for the fact he's a little messed up on mana, but buy a little time with a tap here. Buy a little bit of time with a cryptic tap, I think. Problem is I keep having to tap out, which lets him commit more threats and whatnot. Potentially planeswalker threats, though I think he's having a hard time with that because of the planes, but he did just find another one, so. He's going to find 2 more Serra Ascendants. Which means I'm going to need a very good series of draws here. Threebin Inspector and Serra Ascendant, okay. Okay. We'll send it back. I guess we have to find the Terminus here. Maybe Trim and Terminus was not the right move. Put it back in next game. This is why I was a little hesitant to bring in. I can also find a cryptic here, just so I'm doing it before he attacks. This is why I was hesitant to bring in things like Negate. You just don't. Sometimes they just have draws that are like straight up creatures. Gonna opt, see if we can find a path. We're gonna block the Ranger. Okay. We're gonna go to 2. Hopefully he just like plays the Inspector and the other Serra Ascendant for some reason, then I can hard cast a Terminus. I'd be pretty surprised for him to play that that aggressively. Ooh, this looks worse for me. Is he just activating a Field of Ruin? He is. Okay with that. Now I can potentially Logic Knot something, though I'm not going to Logic Knot that. There's no way he plays the other, yeah. I do crack this, though, and go to 2. Grab the Hallowed Fountain. Terminus, then we need to find an answer for the other Ascendant. You want to see the Felidar list? Stop playing Grixis Death Shadow. I hated milling over my own win. Well, in Death Shadow, it's a little bit different because, I don't know, you have K commands. And, well, not really anymore, I guess, but they had K commands. But you have Gurmags and whatnot. It's a little bit of a better card in that deck in general, so. Okay, well, that's actually a pretty good draw. I mean, the Hawks, like, it doesn't do anything getting rid of these guys. This is more just to deal with, like, I mean, just something because I'm at 2, but it, like, he has another one in his hand. He just plays and gets them all back. Was there thought to Thoughtscar yourself to try to put a path in your graveyard for Snap? So that's the other thing. I'm not. It's my first league playing with this in this deck. I'm definitely not playing it optimally. That probably should have been a consideration. Ooh, another Ranger. He is not good. Hey, what's up, salesman? Yeah, finally back. Would you ever play Jeskai in a league? That used to be all I played on stream. we play a lot of. I used to play a ton of Jeskai. That was kind of the main deck for a little while that we were playing here. So to answer that question, yes. that's one of the main decks in our rotation. It's Jeskai, Miracles, and Grixis. The 3 decks I play the most. Negate. And the Cryptic Snap Cryptic Tap plan. It's kind of a bad spot to be in. I think I might be. I guess I can. Anonymous just subscribed. Say my name. Say your name. Scarlet just subscribed. That was your name. Say your old name. I'll say your old name. Alright, I think that's where we are. Thank you. Thank you for the sub, though. I appreciate it. We have got 5 chests that we have to open. The non-creatures aren't important. I think that is not true at all because the non-creatures are Gideons and Elspeths, and Resolve Planeswalkers are problematic for this deck. So, I do not think that is entirely true. I don't think they're great. The Negate is great. I kind of regret having it, but I don't think it is. I plan on bringing it out game 3, but I do think there was some merit to bringing it in. Man, being at 1 is pretty brutal. But I do think Gideon can be pathed. Well, not Gideon Ally is Zendikar. They're not really going to be activating that guy, and he's going to be able to grind out value. So, I mean, this opponent did happen to activate him, but in general, you know, that was a small Gideon. If they have Ally of Zendikar, it's a lot harder to deal with that guy. Gut shot off the top. The old gut shot out of mono white. We're not looking good. We're not looking good. Alright, so here's the game plan here. We're going to game 3, and I need to pay attention to the clock. I forgot about the clock. We're 20 seconds ahead, so let me try to catch up a little bit on time here, because this matchup has almost come down to this every single time I've played it. It has come down to time nearly every single time I've played this matchup, which is twice, I think. Cryptic's a reasonable draw. That's a good draw. This is a bit aggressive, but I'm going to go for it. Got the negate for a Planeswalker if he has it, but these two together are pretty reasonable. Being down Cryptic though, maybe I was supposed to just play the Gideon. Ah, see negate, great. Oh no, Mana Tithe, no. No. All right, hopefully he gets rid of the Teferi here. Nice. Surprise. Got another. Got another. Getting Mana Tithed in Modern, man. Come on. Also, my opponent's at 52 life. This is a silly game. Okay. Everything is lethal. This is terrible. I guess I can now bounce. I have to, like, now if I bounce that though, then he dies to these. But like bounce this Emblem Gideon. Oh, Jesus. If I draw, there's a chance I just die. So I think I have to do this. Bounce this. Emblem Gideon. Have a Logic Knot. Play Rest in Peace still. Probably. I think playing the Rest in Peace is still probably good. I know I have this Logic Knot in my hand, but it cuts off a lot of his, like, wackadoo stuff. I know we lose to Fairy, but right. The problem is we lose this game, and I'm losing on time here, so I need to. If I'm gonna make actions, I need to make them extremely quickly. So he's gonna kill Teferi, I'm assuming. He's attacking all at me. Okay, so he's planning on just getting me into the negatives, and then, like, Oblivion Ringing this guy. Or he just forgot that I have this emblem, which would be ideal. Because now I get to untap with Teferi, which is big game. Mana Confluence into Mistcutter Hydra, that'd be insane. Yeah, I'm letting him do all these. Now we're actually ahead on time. Comes back to us. We get an Opt, which is reasonable. Get a Jace. Jace is really good. I can't shuffle with this. I forgot I can't do that. That card doesn't matter. Oh, I forgot he already drew the thing. I was gonna say I now next turn I can bottom the Saracen, but I guess I'm plussing on it. I forgot he already drew it because of the clue tokens. Gideon of his own, sure. Oh my god, this is a wild game. Absolute wild game. Just stay ahead on time. Stay ahead on time. That's the game plan. Terminus, you. I guess I should have done that on his turn. I don't know why I didn't go for the. I meant to do the Jace brainstorm op, but I got this whole like play fast thing. You definitely should have just brainstormed, set the terminus on top, opt, all that kind of junk. That usual business, but I didn't. One of Gideon really helping us out.
How are you gonna win?
He's gonna run out of time. Him running out of time is the game plan here. Sure. You got it. Yeah, I'm actually getting kind of low on cards. I probably should just start plussing Jace. Nimble, huh? Alright, let's go. Get rid of this. Nullify this. Put ranger on the bottom. Play our land. Send it back. This is actually like a really good draw. Terminus, I will cast. Plus. 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 We're up a minute. We also have like actual win cons in play now. gonna counter that guy because he actually does a lot. He actually does quite a bit. Yeah, -2 is also not 0. The deck we're playing against is Martyr Proc. Yeah, we don't care about that at all. Send him back my way. Plus on this. Plus on this. Plus on this. I do have to make sure he doesn't get a Gideon, though. Like, if he gets Gideon, then I only win on time. Because of the emblem, he doesn't actually lose for decking with the Jace. So I can't let him get a Gideon in play. That might be, like, the main thing that matters at this point. That might be the only thing that matters at this point. We're fielding each other. Okay, I just have a million paths left. God, I don't have a lot of cards left in my library, and he does. But not for long. Martyr Proc. No, you can have that. Draw a card. He's got a Ghost Quarter. Hey, Jonald. 7 months in a row. Holy cow. Thank you so much for that sub. Thank you guys so much for all these subs. There's like a million subs today. This target something. I will update momentarily once I'm not worried about this very time close match. But thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. Is this Gideon? Is this Gideon? No, then you draw it. Okay. Play that. Draw a card. Plus this on this. F6. 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 Untap a land. F6. Go ahead. Okay, my turn. Because I'm gonna get rid of your library, and that's gonna be a pretty big problem for you. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. All right, cool. Oops. Plus here. Okay, I guess I'm F6'd or something. All right, I guess I'm F6'd. Sure. None of this matters. He's trying to get me to like timeout, I guess. But you mill first, and I have a Gideon in play. He's just doing the old F6 pass back, huh? Alright. It's not gonna work. And send it back. Did we get there? Are we there? Have we made it? We got the GG. Okay. Holy cow. What a game. The times I've played against this, it always comes down to this. And I think Gideon's what won us the last one, too. And they timed out. This one, we actually didn't have to worry about the timeout, though. Like, God, he had the really early start. That was 2-0, right? Yeah, that was 2-0. That was wild. Ugh. That first game, second game, he came out of the gates hot. He almost ran us over right away. We just barely clung on there. That Gideon was hugely important that game. Not that this is a deck that you should be like ready for in the meta, because there's like there's like 3 people on the planet playing Martyr Proc. Alright, so let's see if we can get this last win here. Oh yeah. Before we do, we've gotten 7 subs today. That's insane. Thank you guys so much. Alright, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, and then at the end of this league, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of chests to open up for all the subs, because apparently I can't win them, but I should do that. I'll be right back. Bethany, go sit in the chair and say hi to people. Brian's there. Go say hi to Brian.
Hi. Hi, Brian. What's going on? I have not forsaken you.
Oh, hey.
There we go.
I'm back. Alright, let's play this last league. Or last match in the league. That was Bethany. Bethany is here. She says hello. You got me plastic? Thank
No,
you.
it's on your bed.
Oh, I don't know what that's from. Brian says, "How you doing?" Well, how you doing? You're beat and you were just watching it. I know those matches are incredibly grindy. We got some bits from Bethany's sighting. What is that?
I don't know.
What is that?
Some Pokemon.
What Pokemon is that? We gotta go to the baseball field. Go catch it. Bethany stream for 2 milliseconds. Yep. That's about how it goes. Steps in when I have to step away. Sure, we can keep this. I don't know. I don't think I'm sold on the. Alrighty. I don't think I'm sold on the Thought Scours. I'm not feeling them. I don't think I'm feeling them. I like the other cantrip suite more. And there was the terminus I wanted to hit. Dang. I guess I have to send it back and leave up Logic Knot. It's a little smarter. Hey Bethany, missed you both Wednesday. It was kind of lame tournament, not a ton. Yeah, I heard. And you didn't go out to dinner. I heard there were only like 6 people.
What the heck?
Yeah, I heard there were not a lot of people, and also, yeah, you guys didn't even go out. Well, this Wednesday though, we should be around, right?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna be there this Wednesday, and we will be around and be able to go do some
playing tribal cups.
I'll be playing tribal cups apparently. I'm not gonna path and response. I'm gonna path at the end step. You're not feeling Tron. Does Blue White have a better matchup than Jeskai? Oh, a far better matchup, yes. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not great, but it's much better than Jeskai. It's by no means great, but it is better than Jeskai. You've been practicing Bridgevine? Awesome. Good deck to get some practice in for. What deck should we play next? I want to at least start another league. We've been live for just short of 4 hours now. I'm trying to think. I want to at least get another one. You guys want to see like Grixis or something? That is a pretty forest. Ooh, another nod. Hey, Brian, thank you for the bits. Yeah, we could do Jeskai maybe. You guys want to see Jeskai? Haven't played that in a little while. I'd be down. Haven't updated the list in a bit though, so we might have to do that real quick. But if we are playing another like grindy control deck, which is kind of what we're gonna end up doing either way, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the full league in. I'll get in as much as I can, but ooh, it's 4 mana up, which is exactly enough to pay, huh? That's kind of garbo. Yeah, it's really, Jessica's really fallen out of favor, in favor of this deck. Alright, what are my options here? Not very many. Hey, Lord of Atlantis, thank you very much for that follow. I appreciate it. We've actually gotten more subs than follows this stream. That never happens. The Steel Wheel, thank you very much for the follow as well. I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I guess I should mention that. If you guys do like Control, I have been gone for a little while because I've had some internet problems, but I did just get those fixed. I'm going to be gone the next 2 days, but then I'm going to be going back to my regular stream schedule, streaming like 5 days a week. Pretty much always playing modern Control decks. So if you like that kind of stuff, you should give that follow button a consider, like those last 2 people just did. I was really hoping we hit a land that turn. Gideon uptick does not look very good against an Ugin. I think I just have to pass. Well, let me opt now. Potentially hit a land. Cryptic is something I kind of want, but I think I have to bottom in here. Oh, we hit a Field of Ruin. That's actually pretty good. Hey, Tesna2G. I'm probably not saying that right at all, but thank you for the follow there. We can break up Tron here, still get a island. Oh, man. Banana Kanemi. Thank you very much for the follow as well. Getting all kinds of follows now. Thank you guys so much. Man, I'm so happy to be streaming again. That sucked. That sucked not being able to stream for like 2 weeks. I am super pumped to be able to do this again. Alright, so breaking that up is at least a thing, and then now next turn I can potentially Teferi and get rid of Ugin. He doesn't have Tron. It means I'm not going to be able to have the counter magic up, though. But I think we definitely have to do this and kind of just cross our fingers. If we get to untap, if he doesn't have a massive threat and we get to untap with Teferi, then we're in a pretty good spot. Hey, Aquajern, thank you for the follow as well there. Ooh, it looks like we might be. Looks like we're getting the untap. Oh man, this is huge. This is huge. Oh man. Let's get Jace going. I think I'm supposed to get Jace going there. No, maybe killing him with Gideon is more likely. I don't know. Yeah, maybe the damage line is better. We'll use Ghost Quarter's ability, yeah. And we'll see. We need him to not have Tron plus Ulamog. Ulamog's the big issue here. We need to dodge him as long as we can. He's got 8 mana so far. Unless we draw Stiflebird. We do have Stiflebird in the deck. Am I trying to end the game by ultimating Jace? Do I think I can do that before he can get specifically Ulamog? I think so. Yeah, I gotta bin that. Cryptic was a good draw. I think we're in a good spot here. I think we're in a reasonable spot here. Maybe not good, but reasonable. Plays a forest. He's 1 land away from just doing it. Really got to find that Stiflebird. Maybe I go Cryptic, bounce a land. Buys me another turn. I don't know why it was the forest I bounced, but I went for it. I think we just do this. This is so silly, though. No, I don't bottom that because I just don't want him to get the lands, right? Kind of a bad one. 1, 2, 3. Alright, hold on. I think I actually have to counter this silly card. Four. He's got 7 mana. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 mana. Leave up the counter for the Karn. Then we're kind of out of counter spells, though. Actually, you know what? The Thought Scour is a better counter there, I think. Oh, no, 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 no! No, no, no! Cancel! Ah! Ah! God! I thought he tapped out. I'm an idiot. I counted 7 was left. He played a forest afterwards. Alright, well. Cool. Well, we drew the Stifle Bird. Good news is we drew the Stifle Bird. Alright. So, despite punts on punts on punts, we're not totally dead. Oh my goodness. That was silly. That was silly. Oh my goodness. That was a massive punt. That one was a big punt. Now I could play the Stifle Bird. Okay, well I'm gonna play one of them, that's for sure. To get a very quick clock on him. And I'll hold the other to be able to stop Ulamog. Though, had I just gone all in, no, that still wouldn't have killed him. That wouldn't have been enough. So I can go make this plains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, animate this, make this a planeswalker, attack for 7, play the, yeah. I think we are still good here. Does have the Dismember. Okay, that's fine. I mean, he still takes that 4 damage, so that's fine. Tap is Canta. I can still have the Stifle Bird from this. And then still have him dead. Yeah. Okay. Just gotta make sure we play super tight here at the end to make up for a massive punt. Now we are covered on like basically every angle. I can stifle anything that he would have to clear this up. And then I have Teferi to bounce the Remnants. Alright. Well, we punted hard, but we were able to still take the game. So we want the Stonies. I imagine we want the Surgical Extractions. Definitely like the birds. Get rid of these Terminus. Detention spheres are nice. Negate is nice. Whew. That was scary. That was scary. That was some loosey-goosey play there. Bringing out all the Terminus, we probably don't need as many Thought Scours. Could have stifled the start, sure, but I didn't know every card in his hand, and there was a chance that he already had something in his hand that like just stifle the thing that would get him out of it, rather than banking on him not already having something in his hand. I don't know. We are part of the Card Hoarder network. We got sponsored by Card Hoarder. Pretty awesome. I like clicks if I can fit them in here. I like them more than the Planeswalkers. I like being super aggressive. Yeah, I like trimming the Planeswalkers and being like really aggressive with clicks. Thanks, man. He was empty-handed. Did I miss the fact he was empty-handed? I didn't think he was. See, I'm rusty coming back to Magic after missing it for 2 weeks. That's some rustiness. All right, let me make sure I like how we've got everything boarded. Logic nuts are still fine. Yeah, this all seems good. We get to be like way more aggressive, and then we have the surgical Field of Ruin plan. All right, let's see if we can take a 3-2 at least. You know what? Learning. Playing a list we're not used to. Well, a little bit not used to. And we're learning. Okay. Hey, there's the Stony. Get rid of that Snapcaster. That's gonna be some Tron action. Might be in trouble here. Just has turn 3 Tron. It's going to be hard to beat. Depending on what his follow-up is. Losing is learning. That is what's his name? Bob Ross. Was that his name? Bob Ross, the painter. Levels of deepness. Alright, you got it. It's all about which land I want to expose to getting hit here, but I think I do play this Stony. I could be wrong, though. Maybe I'm not supposed to. Scoop is another option. We could just concede the game. So our opponent played turn 3 Karn. Okay, that card doesn't matter. Nice. Maybe the rest of his hand sucks. That card doesn't matter. That card doesn't matter. Okay, this is looking reasonable. So we just had nothing, and playing that Stony was the best thing I've ever done in my entire life. Okay. And now I get to just like nab this Karn. Okay, just like randomly best play ever. Hope he doesn't have anything. Keep having nothing. Thought not here, sure. Take any of these, I guess. I didn't take the path. Cool. Takes the Jaceru. There's the O-Stone. He also can't activate. This Stony Silence looking like the best card ever printed in Magic. I don't know if I like that there. Give him the green. Give him the green and get rid of this or this. Maybe that was wrong. He probably really needed that green. Just find a counterspell. Just find like a negate here. Ooh, Cryptic. I can't really cast that one, but if I draw a blue source, I can. I think I can keep it. Just have to draw a blue source. It's not a blue source. It's not a blue source. Could break up Tron and play as Kanta. That might not be the worst. Problem is, if he gets the opportunity to detonate this thing, I'm in big trouble. If he's able to, like, natural state this, and if I Field of Ruin him, he can do it this turn, then it's a lot easier for him to do it. You know what? I could just click him now. I kind of like... No, not even draw... If I go draw step, it gives him the untap to be able to cast it. I think he just needs the green. I think I, on my turn, click him. I'm going to go for the click on my turn before he has green mana. Sylvan Scrying, which he can't cast, and Ugin, which he can cast. So let's take Ugin. Send it back. A large portion of his deck is turned off by this card. Man, come on. Come on. Well, if he down ticks here, it turns everything on, but then I get to kill this card. And he has like nothing in play, I guess. I don't know. Come on. Hey, Brian, that is a huge bit donation. For a league on me to celebrate your glorious return. Thank you so much, League on Brian. Well, now we've got like 7 leagues of sponsored. Thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate that. A league.
How much is that?
1,200.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. Bethany said, "Huh, that's a lot." All right, well, this is obviously a pretty bad sequence for it. He just ripped that Nature's Claim right off the top. There was no way I could have stopped that, though, unfortunately. All right, now he just is a freaking psychopath here and has everything on the planet. Yeah, we're dead. Well, I feel like we had that pretty locked. He just needed to not draw one of the Nature's Claims, and sure enough, he did. I like how he sideboarded, though. That was kind of like worst case scenario. I think we played it right. I think I was supposed to have been dealing click. If I didn't, he was just going to cast an Ugin anyway, so which would have been equally problematic. Sure. Sure. For the opt, I will take a land with this hand. Ooh, Field of Ruin, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Stony Silence is the real Blood Moon. Isn't Karn an artifact? That's true! That is true. Hey! Oh yeah, I didn't even think about the dog cam thing. We're halfway to dog cam. If we get if we get to the dog cam bit goal, his mana looks like it sucks. If we get to that dog cam bit goal, I will order another one of these cameras, and I will figure out how to get it fixated permanently where Clancy sleeps, so that we can get a like down here, like a dog cam installment. Alright, this is looking reasonable. This guy is finally back. I am finally back. You are not wrong. I kind of want to get the pressure in play. I think I just let him get the land here. I don't know. There's his tower. It's a star, that's fine. I need to get the pressure in play and end the game. Gotta get that game ended. Emrakul, Thought Not Seer, no lands, Ugin. Yeah, I just go ahead and let him keep all of that. You can go ahead and keep every bit of that. Let's get Cryptic online this turn. You could say his return is a miracle. Oh my goodness. It's going to be the Thought-Knots here, which I think I'm supposed to Cryptic, maybe bounce a land. Just tempo play him. Can I sustain that? I think so. Yeah, it's fine. You can keep him. Yeah, you never want your opponent to hit you with a Vendilion Click and be like, nah. Having a dog cam would make you stay online 24/7. Ooh. Is that what that would mean? I did say today's stream was going to be a 240-hour stream. Someone was like, well, why don't you do 24-hour stream? And I was like, I got you beat. We're going bigger. Get him to 11, and then this is 11 damage next turn. With Gideon. Seems pretty good. That seems pretty good. Make an emblem. I can do it for 5, so I think I can Temple of Enlightenment here. Put that on the bottom. Send it back. We've got 11 damage next turn. So hopefully he makes a play that I can just Logic Knot. So this is gone. I know he's got Ugin, Emrakul, Nature's Claim. He doesn't have anything to Nature's Claim. Draw a Cryptic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play this. Shock myself. Let's go for the throat here. Hey. Alright, so we got the 3-2. Got the 3-2 once again. Took down Tron there. He had a bit of a clunky hand. So this is what we just played. We had Nimble Obstructionist, and we had Thought Scours. Those are going to be like the two interesting cards that you're not going to see in most Miracles lists these days. Also Gideon. You don't see a ton of Gideons. Gideon was pretty good. I actually really liked the Gideon. So final thoughts on this list. This was Jeff Hoogland's. This was Jeff Hoogland's list. So really liked Gideon. Really liked Nimble Obstructionist. They came up a lot. We play a little bit of fringe decks here and there in this league. It was a competitive league, but we just saw like Martyr Proc. These 3 cards were great. These 3 cards I was not thrilled about. Thought Scour, like on paper, looks like it would be pretty good when you're playing it alongside Azcanta and Snapcaster Mages, but it just does not feel even close to how good it is in something such as our Grixis control list. It felt a lot clunkier. It kind of kept screwing us over. It is kind of nice with like Jace. If you don't have a shuffle effect, it's like a pseudo shuffle effect. If you target yourself, you have 2 cards you don't want, you can bin them. If you have a miracle set up on top, you can choose your opponent to mill them, and you still draw the top card. So like it seems like it would be really good, but in practice, it kind of just kept not working for us. 5 matches is not enough to deem whether or not a card's good or not, but I was not thrilled with it, whereas I was pretty happy with these guys. These guys all pulled a lot of work. Being able to just like attack your opponent in this blue-white control deck, you know, being able to just like, oh, I'll just play a 3-1. You know, we do that normally with Vendilion Clicks, but man, this Stifle effect is actually pretty powerful. Obviously, so is Vendilion Click's power, or ability, which is why it's still in the deck. It's just in the sideboard. I think Jeff Hoogland's reasoning for that was in the matchups where you are making the removal dead game 1, you get to continue to make the removal dead by not playing this as a 3-1 and often getting to use it for its cycle effect. That way you're drawing a card, maybe you're hitting something with the Stifle ability, and you're leaving those removal spells as dead cards in their hand. So I definitely like Nimble Obstructions, though. This card seems pretty good, and I think I want to keep testing it going forward. Definitely really nice utility against Tron. If you're expecting a lot of Tron, it seems really strong against that deck. Between like Ulamog triggers, the Planeswalker activations, stopping an Oblivion Stone. If you've got their lands kind of clunky, you can maybe get in a position where you're stopping like an Expedition map or something like that. Stopping a Sanctum of Ugin. Like there's like a lot of triggered and activated abilities in that deck. So I think it's strong. And exactly, so people don't really play Disallow. It's a little bit... that card, I've played with it before. The 3 mana really does matter. Which is weird because this one's 3 mana, but I think Stifle/Threat might be better than Stifle/Counterspell. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of what it feels like. In a matchup like Tron, both halves are really good. So, anyways, that's kind of the wrap up on this deck. I do like it. I did not like the Thought Scours. I get the logic behind them. They're nice with Logic Knots. They're nice with Snapcasters. They're nice with Ascantas. But something about it just never felt like it really came together for us. And we kind of just... I know it's RNG, but we just kept milling over like the threats we needed. So, like the Terminus. But that's like results oriented thinking, and you're not supposed to do that. Anyways, so that's where we are here, and now we are going to move on to a third league tonight, which I think we landed on Jeskai. People wanted to see this. We haven't played it in quite a while.